The stars shimmered like diamonds, scattered across an endless void, their light cold and indifferent to the chaos unfolding below. On the edge of the Andromeda galaxy, a fleet of sleek, obsidian warships advanced with mechanical precision. They belonged to the Zalothian Empire, a civilization that had conquered countless worlds through sheer brutality and technological superiority. Their mission was clear: subjugate Earth, the last unclaimed bastion of resistance in the known universe. Unbeknownst to them, Earth wasn't as defenseless as it seemed. Captain Elena Vasquez stood on the bridge of the Aegis, humanity's flagship, and pride of the United Earth Defense Force, UEDF. Her sharp brown eyes scanned the holographic display before her, which depicted the encroaching Zilothian armada. She clenched her fists tightly at her sides, her knuckles whitening under the pressure. "They're within firing range," announced Lieutenant Marcus Hale from his station. His voice carried a mix of awe and dread as he watched the blips representing enemy ships multiply on the screen. Elena exhaled sharply. "All hands, prepare for combat. Activate the quantum shields and divert all power to the plasma cannons." Around her, the crew sprang into action. Despite the tension, there was no panic, only determination. Humanity had faced extinction-level threats before, and they had always found a way to survive. This time would be no different. The Zilothians opened fire first. A barrage of energy beams lanced through space, striking the outer perimeter of the human fleet. The quantum shields absorbed most of the impact, but several smaller vessels were obliterated instantly. Alarms blared, and debris floated silently in the vacuum. "Return fire!" Elena barked. The Aegis unleashed its payload, a torrent of plasma, bolts that streaked toward the enemy like comets. One Zilothian cruiser exploded in a brilliant flash, its hull unable to withstand the concentrated assault. Cheers erupted on the bridge, but Elena silenced them with a raised hand. "This isn't over," she warned. "We've only scratched the surface." As if to prove her point, the remaining Zilothian ships regrouped and launched a second wave of attacks. This time, they deployed swarms of drones equipped with EMP weapons designed to disable human technology. Several UEDF ships went dark, their systems compromised, but humanity had anticipated such tactics. Hidden among the fleet were experimental stealth fighters piloted by elite squadrons. These pilots emerged from the shadows, targeting the drone swarms with surgical precision. Explosions lit up the battlefield as the drones were systematically annihilated. Meanwhile, aboard the Aegis, Chief Engineer Raj Patel worked frantically to counteract the EMP effects. Sweat dripped down his face as he rerouted power through auxiliary conduits. "Got it!" he exclaimed finally, slamming his fist onto the console. The disabled ships flickered back to life, their weapons recharging. "Good work, Patel," Elena said over the comm. "Now let's show these bastards what we're made of." The tide began to turn, using coordinated maneuvers honed through countless simulations. The human fleet surrounded the Zilothians, cutting off their escape routes. The Aegis took heavy damage during the engagement, but its reinforced armor held firm. Elena refused to retreat, even when chunks of the hull were blown away, exposing parts of the ship to the vacuum of space. At the heart of the battle, a Zilothian dreadnought loomed large, a monstrous vessel bristling with weaponry. It dwarfed everything else in the vicinity, including the Aegis. If it remained operational, the humans would lose. "We need to take it out," Elena muttered to herself. Then inspiration struck. She activated the ship-wide intercom. "Listen up, everyone. We're going to ram that dreadnought." Gasps echoed across the bridge, but no one questioned her decision. They trusted her implicitly. With every ounce of thrust the Aegis could muster, the ship accelerated toward the dreadnought. The Zilothians scrambled to adjust their defenses, but it was too late. The collision sent shockwaves rippling through both fleets. The dreadnought crumpled like paper under the force of the impact, its core destabilizing. Moments later, it erupted in a cataclysmic explosion that engulfed nearby Xylothian ships. When the dust settled, the remnants of the Xylothian fleet retreated, leaving behind a field of wreckage. Exhausted but victorious, the human forces regrouped. Around the battered Aegis, Helena stepped onto the observation deck, gazing out at the stars. Despite the scars left by the battle, Earth still shone brightly in the distance, a beacon of hope and defiance. Humanity had proven once again that it wouldn't bow to any oppressor. "Captain," Marcus said softly, joining her. "What happens now?" Helena smiled faintly. "Now, we rebuild, and then we push back. The Xylothians aren't done with us, and neither are we with them." Far beyond the battlefield, hidden in the depths of space, another fleet stirred. This one bore the emblem of yet another alien empire, one far older and more powerful than the Xylothians. Humanity's fight was far from over, but for now, they had earned a moment of peace, and they intended to use it wisely.